According to the Bible, God gave the Hebrew people a specific diet not only for physical health but for spiritual well-being. He wanted His people to be set apart, holy, and mindful of what they put into their bodies. The kosher diet was designed to help protect the body from harm, purify the mind, and connect the soul to His divine plan. It's more than just food, it's about living with purpose and intention. In Leviticus 11:45, God says, "For I am the Lord who brought you up from the land of Egypt to be your God, thus you shall be holy, for I am holy." These dietary laws were given so that people could live a healthy, mindful, and spiritually pure life. Today's modern diet and the ancient Hebrew kosher diet, based on biblical dietary laws, differ significantly, both in terms of the types of foods consumed and their impact on physical health, mental clarity, and spiritual well-being. Here's a breakdown of how each affects the body, mind, and soul. God-given divine diet versus the modern diet. Common foods, processed foods, refined sugars, fast food, red meat, dairy, and a heavy emphasis on carbohydrates. Additives, high in preservatives, artificial flavors, and chemicals. Animal products, often sourced from factory farming, with a lack of focus on how the animals are raised or treated. The impact on the body, weight gain and obesity. Processed foods and sugars contribute to higher rates of obesity. Digestive issues. Heavy reliance on refined carbs and processed foods can lead to digestive disorders, such as bloating, indigestion, and poor gut health. Chronic diseases. The modern diet is linked to increased risks of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer due to high fat, sugar, and sodium content. Impact on the mind. Cognitive decline. Diets high in processed foods can cause inflammation in the brain, which affects memory, mood, and cognitive function. Mental health. Excess sugar and poor nutrition are linked to depression, anxiety, and mood swings. Impact on the soul. Disconnection from nature. Modern diets often emphasize convenience over mindfulness, leading to a lack of connection to the food source. Ethical concerns. The mass production of food often involves practices that raise ethical concerns, which can affect one's spiritual and ethical well-being. Hebrew kosher diet. Permitted foods, natural, whole foods such as clean meats, animals that chew the cud and have split hooves, fish with fins and scales, fruits, vegetables, and grains. Meat and dairy are separated, and animals are slaughtered in a humane way. Forbidden foods. Pork, shellfish, predatory birds, insects, and any food with blood or that dies naturally are avoided. Impact on the body. Healthier digestion. The focus on whole foods like clean meats, fish, and vegetables ensures proper digestion and reduces the intake of harmful fats and toxins. Lower risk of disease. Avoiding pork, shellfish, and non-kosher animals reduces the risk of diseases caused by parasites and bacteria often found in these foods. Balanced nutrition. The emphasis on fruits, vegetables, and clean proteins supports overall health, aiding in weight management, and preventing conditions like heart disease or diabetes. Impact on the mind. Mental clarity. A kosher diet encourages mindful eating and avoids processed foods, which may support better brain function and focus. Stress reduction. The discipline of following dietary rules promotes a routine that can reduce stress, helping individuals feel more in control of their diet and lifestyle. Impact on the soul. Spiritual discipline. The kosher diet fosters a strong connection between food and faith, reinforcing the idea that eating is a sacred act. It creates a sense of purity, gratitude, and spiritual reflection before meals. Ethical and humane treatment. The kosher slaughter method, shechita, focuses on ethical treatment of animals, which aligns with spiritual teachings of respect for life. 2. Mindful eating and spiritual connection. Modern diet, convenience over mindfulness. Most modern diets prioritize convenience, with fast food, processed snacks, and instant meals being common. This approach often leads to mindless eating, where people eat without thinking about where their food comes from or its impact on their body and spirit. Spiritual disconnect. The modern diet often lacks any sense of spiritual connection to food, leaving avoidant practices that could foster gratitude, reflection, or ethics regarding what is consumed. Hebrew kosher diet, mindful eating. The kosher laws promote mindfulness by encouraging individuals to think carefully about what they eat, how it was prepared, and whether it aligns with their spiritual values. Spiritual connection. By following kashrut, there is a direct spiritual connection between the act of eating and the teachings of God, reinforcing the belief that food nourishes both the body and soul. Meal preparation and consumption become acts of faith. 3. Ethics and food sourcing. Modern diet, factory farming. A large percentage of animal products in the modern diet come from factory farms, which often involve questionable practices in terms of animal welfare, environmental impact, and sustainability. Environmental impact. High levels of meat consumption and reliance on processed foods contribute to environmental issues such as deforestation, carbon emissions, and pollution. Hebrew kosher diet, humane treatment of animals. The kosher slaughter method is designed to ensure the animal suffers as little as possible, with strict rules about how animals are handled. Environmental consciousness. The restriction on certain foods and the careful sourcing of kosher meat align with a more environmentally conscious approach. There is also a strong connection to land and nature, emphasized in the cultivation of crops and care for animals. 4. How each diet affects the body, mind, and soul. Modern diet, body, more prone to health issues such as weight gain, heart disease, and poor digestion due to processed, fatty, and sugary foods. Mind, less clarity and mental focus, with higher risks of depression and anxiety due to poor nutrition. Soul, often disconnected from the ethical and spiritual side of eating, leading to a loss of mindfulness and gratitude around food consumption. Hebrew kosher diet, body, promotes better digestion, heart health, and disease prevention by avoiding harmful foods and focusing on clean, natural ingredients. Mind, encourages mental clarity and a sense of peace through structured eating and mindful choices. Soul, strengthens spiritual connection by treating food as a gift from God and fostering a deeper sense of gratitude and ethical responsibility. In comparison, the modern diet prioritizes convenience and variety but often sacrifices health, mental clarity, and spiritual depth, leading to a disconnect from the origins and ethics of food. The Hebrew kosher diet, on the other hand, is designed not just for physical nourishment but also for spiritual purity and ethical living. It encourages healthy eating, mental focus, and a soulful connection to food, making it a holistic approach to health, both physically and spiritually. When God created you, He created the basics for keeping your mind, body, and soul in perfect order.